you again. This is Dragonist 4 coming at you with episode number 2 of my new series, My Excursions into the Unknown. So, for today's episode number 2, I'm going to bring you ghost cats. And this is a true events that I've encountered in my with my paranormal. And there were 3 different times I've encountered ghost cats. And they were all pets of mine that died of natural causes. And I'll count what happened to them and what I experienced. These were really good cats of mine. I'm not going to tell you their names because the fact that'd be just too TMI, too much information. Okay, so I'm gonna just tell you what happened. My one cat, she was a long-haired cat. Really loved the cat. She was a really sweet little cat. My father put her out one time into the yard, and one of the dogs in the neighborhood somehow got into our yard and he bit her, and there was no way we could really save her because of the fact that she was pretty much gone. She was dying as we I managed to get her out of the yard, and she was pretty much dying in my arms. I had my nightshirt on because it was kind of chilly that night, and the cat. First off, I heard her death rattle, and most people have never experienced a death rattle. It's really very creepy. It's like, it's like something like that. It's hard to explain, but I heard the death rattle, and then she died basically in my arms, and so I went to sleep. I buried her, and I went to sleep, and I didn't know that I had gotten her blood onto my shirt, and so I took my shirt off because in the room it was kind of hot. In the room it was cool outside, when I had my shirt on, but in the room, in my bedroom, it was hot, and I put it on a chair that was next to my bed, and turned off the lights, and there was like a moon out, I think. Full moon, and so there was still light coming into the bedroom, and I could actually see globs, and it looked like a lava lamp almost. I could see her essence coming off of the shirt and was like floating upward. So basically that was one ghost cat that happened. And I could basically see her essence floating upwards, like her essence was going to heaven or something, I guess. Okay, now another ghost cat that I've had was another pet, and my father put him out again, or actually I don't know if he put him out or somehow the cat got out, but it was the middle of winter, and we couldn't find the cat in the house. We were calling him. And we couldn't find him, okay? And we didn't know what happened to him. And then I went down in the basement to do a load of laundry, and I see the cat in the window. And it was smiling. I mean, it had a human-looking smile on it. And I immediately went to the door to let him in, and he was a fairly good cat. He would usually come when you call him. And it's like, I opened the door, he wasn't there. And I looked in the snow, and there were no footprints in the snow. And then we found him like the next morning. He was frozen to death under the staircase. But when I looked for him, he was not there. And he literally had this smile on his face like he wanted to say goodbye, and wish us good luck or whatever, And and his footprints were nowhere in the snow. So so that was another ghost cat that I've experienced. And for my third ghost cat story, which is another pet, um, my pet, I had a black cat. Um, she had like a little bit of white on her, just a tiny bit of white on her chest. She was almost all black. She contracted some kind of cat disease, I guess, and unfortunately, it did something to her that she pretty much, I could tell that she was going to die, and so I tried to make her as comfortable as possible, knowing that she was going to die, and I gave her like a real nice bed to lie in, I try to keep her company for a while, and I mean, she couldn't even stand up or anything. She was pretty much dying, and I knew she would be dead before the end of the night. Um, so I turned off the lights, and then when I did, I could see like thousands. I mean, it literally, I couldn't even count them. There were so many. There were just like these spirits of cats that were just coming through the house, and going to where she was. And, and like some of them were moving fast, some of them were moving really slow, but you could see like the outlines of the images of cats, like ghosts that were going to, like, I guess, greet her and take her to wherever cats go. I mean, it was kind of weird, that I didn't know she knew that many cats. I know we've had like a lot of different cats, that were all saved strays and stuff, and have had a lot of cats, but I didn't know she knew them personally. But anyways, I guess they're her ancestors or whatever, and they came to like take her home, and yes, she died that same night. But prior to her dying, she, again, there I could see all these different cats coming through the house, heading to where she was on the bed dying. Well, anyways, that's episode number 2. I know it's kind of a little bit morbid, but I'm going to re-encounter it as best I can to whatever stories I do tell you. And this is true. This really did happen. I did experience this on 3 different occasions, ghost cats. Well, anyways, I hope you found some enjoyment or solace or whatever. If you know that maybe your pet has passed away or maybe passing away or whatever, maybe you will find some solace knowing that there's probably a way that they're gonna get a nice spirit life in the afterlife. Well, anyways, bye.